Hey everybody, it's me, Debbie. Today we will be talking about quantifiers. This is for upper beginners or lower intermediate. Some of this will be a review, but we will go into deeper content on a topic you already know. So let us begin. We have count nouns. Countable nouns are nouns that you can count. So if you look at examples: apples, bottles, chairs, cats. One, two, three, four. Four apples. Non count nouns, nouns that can't be counted. Or can't be counted because. What are some of the reasons that nouns can't be counted? Too many, for example, hair. Too small, for example, sand. Liquid, for example, water. Air, gas, for example, oxygen. Abstract, for example, love. Foods that come in various sizes, for example, meat and bread. And a subject to study, for example, English. Quantifying non-count nouns. So if we can't count them, how do we know how many that we have? So this next slide will show you how we can quantify them. One, a container that it is in. For example, a carton of milk, a tube of toothpaste. Measurement, a cup of flour, a pound of cheese. A standard unit, a loaf of bread, an ear of corn. One corn is called an ear of corn. A quantifier, a little, a lot of, some. A quantifier is a way to show the amount of quantity of you have of something. So some quantifiers are much, many, lots of, a lot of, a few, little, a little. So much versus many versus much with questions. When writing a question, you would say use many for countable nouns in a question. For example, how many bananas do you have? With meat, it's a non-count, so you would use much for uncountable nouns in a question. For example, how much ground beef do you have? And the possible answers are: I have a pound of ground beef. I have a package of ground beef. Many versus much. Positive and negative sentences. So much and many in positive and negative sentences means a large quantity. So they both mean a large quantity or an amount. So many, positive. I have many apples. Means I have a lot of apples. Negative, I don't have many bananas. I don't have a lot of bananas. Much. Much is going to be a little different. So use of use a lot instead of much or any. So I have a lot of milk. It can be used sometimes, such as after so. We have so much milk. They have so much money. You might also say, I have much love for you. She has much patience with him. But it's not as common. So stick with a lot of or so much. Negative, I don't have much milk, meaning I don't have a lot of milk. So the lot versus lots of. So they both mean a large amount. They both are used for countable and uncountable. Jimmy has a lot of bananas. Jimmy has lots of bananas. We have a lot of rice. We have lots of rice. They both are used for positive sentences. Giovanni has a lot of apples. Giovanni has lots of apples. Ali has should be a lot of coffee. Ali has lots of coffee. Both are used for negative sentences. Mario doesn't eat lots of fruit. Mario doesn't eat a lot of fruit. Luigi doesn't eat lots of bananas. Luigi doesn't eat a lot of bananas. They are both used in question sentences. Did Yuko eat lots of candy? Did Yuko eat a lot of candy? Did Yusuke eat lots of grapes? Did Yusuke eat lots of grapes? Now, a few and a little. Few and little mean not a large amount. A few is used for countable nouns. It is used for positive and questions, and it can be used for negative. Um, you have a bottle of water, a few bottles of water. I have a few bottles of water. Don't say I have little bottles of water. This means the bottles are little. Also, don't say a little bottles. Instead, say I don't have much water. A little means not a large amount. A little is used with non-count nouns. It is used for positive and questions and can be used for negative. Do you have a little milk? I have a little milk. I have little milk. Some versus any. The some is used for countable and uncountable. It is used for positive offerings and requests. For example, I have some bananas. I have some water. Can I have some apples? Can I have some tea? And that's a request. And then the offering is, would you like some pancakes? Would you like some syrup? Now, any is used for countable or uncountable. It is used for questions, negative, and offerings. So, do you have any bananas? Do you have any water? I don't have any apples. I don't have any tea. Would you like any pancakes? Would you like any syrup? So that's the lesson for today. And I hope you've enjoyed it. And I hope to see you again soon. I will be posting a workbook for this lesson by the end of the week if you're interested.